Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betcraft. All right, today is another very beautiful Saturday morning, and we've come once again with our predictions on this very channel. So many games are going on across the globe, and we're able to select a few games out of this many, and looked into these games thoroughly before bringing it forward for you. Okay, in a short while, we'll be looking at the matches one after the other, based on recent statistics for each of these teams. We're able to make our verdict in these games and before moving forward. All right, but I want to use the opportunity to ask those of us who are coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe to take out time to hit the subscription button right now so you won't be missing out on our games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. Okay, all right, our football prediction always comes up on a daily basis. All right, that being said, um, let's head to the business of today. Today we actually had two tickets that we have, and we also have three matches contained in each of these tickets. All right, and starting with the first ticket, we have the first game in the first ticket in the Holland Dutch Eredivisie League, where we have Warwick who will be facing Feyenoord. Okay, in this very encounter, we look at recent games of both sides. You can see that Warwick, the home side, have actually had two victories, two draws, as well as two losses in the last six matches that they had so far. And Feyenoord, their away side, have had three victories, two draws, as well as one loss in the last recent six matches that they had so far. And when you look at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you can see that the home side were weak playing from home in the last 10 home appearances. Have actually had two victories and one draw, but have lost seven matches in the last 10 home appearances. That tells you that 70% of the home matches that they had, have resulted to a loss for them. So that tells you that it's not the very best side. But on the other hand, Feyenoord, their away side, have actually won, six games in the last 10 away games, and have had four draws. They've not lost a single match in the last 10 away games, and they're much more likely to pick up the scores against this very side. And also noting the fact that the last four meetings for both sides on head-to-head basis have seen Feyenoord winning on all four. So it is the home away side to achieve victory in this one. I will win outright, and that's what we expect in this very game. Okay, all right. That takes us to the next. It is in a Belgium Pro League where we have a Genk who will be up against Kortrijk. Okay, looking at recent games for Genk, the home side, they've actually won four matches and one draw as well as one loss. And the away side, Kortrijk, have managed to achieve two victories, one draw as well as three losses in the last recent six games that they have so far. And when you look at how these two teams fared from home and away perspective, you can see that Genk, the home side, in the last 10 home games have won 9 out of those last 10 home matches, and they also had one draw. They are doing very well, playing from home, winning 90% of the home matches. Okay, but the away side have managed to achieve just one victory and one draw in the last 10 away games, but have lost 8 times out of the last 10 away games that they have so far. That tells you that they're not best side when playing from away. Kortrijk, okay, even though the last time both teams met saw Kortrijk, playing from home, defeating the Genk by 2-1. But in this very one, we expect the home side, Genk, who has been in fine form from home, to win outright in this one. It is the home side to win outright. That's what we expect. Home win. That's our verdict. Okay, that takes us to the next for today. It is the third game of the first ticket that we have in Scotland, where we have Aberdeen coming up against St. Johnston. Okay, and the recent games for Aberdeen, they've had just one victory, two draws as well as three losses. But St. Johnston, on the other hand, have had two victories and the four losses in the last recent six matches that they had. When you look at how these two teams are fared from home and away perspective, you can see that playing from home, Aberdeen, the home side, have actually won 9 games in the last 10 home matches and then lost one, which was in the last meeting against Celtic, where they lost by 1-0. But other home matches have resulted to victory for Aberdeen. Okay, and looking at St. Johnston, their away side, they've managed to achieve just 2 victories from away, and they've had one draw. So in the last 10 away games that they have so far, have seen them winning just 2 and one draw, but have lost 7 matches in the last 10 away games that they have so far. Okay, and when we put all of that together, knowing the fact that the last 3 head-to-head meetings have seen Aberdeen beating this side on 2 occasions, and also St. Johnston winning just once. So in this very encounter, we expect the home side as well to rise to the occasion again and win outrightly in this one. Home win, that's what we expect for that very encounter. Okay, and that concludes the first ticket for today, and we continue with the second ticket, and the second ticket starts with a game in Belgium League once again, where we have Gent who will be up against St. Trudine. Okay, the home side Gent have actually had 2 victories in the last 6 matches. They've also had one draw as well as 3 losses. And Central Dean, their away side, have had just 3 victories in the last 6 games, and also they have seen 1 draw as well as 2 losses in the last 6 recent encounters for Central Dean, their away side. Okay, when you look at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, playing from home, Gent have actually won 7 games in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 losses as well as 1 draw in the last 10 home matches that they have so far. And the away side, on the other hand, Central Dean have managed to achieve 3 victories in the last 10 away games. They've also had 2 draws, and they've had 5 losses in the last 10 away games that they have so far. When you put all of that together, we know that the home side, Gent is expected to rise to the occasion. Also noting the fact that the last time they played from home against this very side, we saw Gent winning this very opponent by 2 goals to 0. That was May of this very year. So it is the home side, Gent, to achieve a result in this one. Home win. That's all valid for that very encounter. Okay, that takes us to the next. It is in the Russian Premier League, we will have Zenit St. Petersburg who will be up against Akron. Okay, Zenit St. Petersburg in the last 6 recent games have actually achieved 4 victories out of those, and they've lost 2 matches as well. And looking at Akron have had 3 victories, 1 draw, and 2 losses in the last 6 recent matches for away side Akron. And when you look at how these two teams fared from home and away perspective, you can see that playing from home, Zenit St. Petersburg have achieved 7 victories in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss in the last 10 home matches. And away side Akron, on the other hand, have managed to achieve just 3 victories from away in the last 10 away games, and they've also had 3 draws, but have lost 4 times in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. And looking at how these two teams fared in the recent head-to-head meetings, it was actually in October that both teams met on 2 occasions, and Zenit St. Petersburg won convincingly on those 2 occasions, winning 5-1 and also 5-0 victory in the last meeting for both sides. So it is the home side, Zenit St. Petersburg, that's expected to win out shortly in this one. Home win, that's what we expect, okay? And that takes us to the next game, which happened to be the last for today and also the last for the second ticket. But it is in Turkey. We'll have Gustip will be up against Adana Demirspor. Okay, when you look at the same games for both sides, you can see that Gustip, the home side, have had 3 victories in the last 6 matches. They've also had 3 losses as well. And when you look at Demirspor, they have had 1 win, 1 draw, but have lost 4 matches in the last recent 6 games that they have so far. So when you look at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you can see that playing from home, Gustip have actually managed to achieve 7 victories in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss in the last 10 home matches. Okay, 70% of home matches have resources to win for Gustip. That tells you it's a side that does very well. As a matter of fact, the last 5 home games that they played so far have seen them winning all 5 home games. Okay, and looking at Adana Demirspor, the last 10 away games that they had have seen them achieving just 1 victory, and they've also had 3 draws, but have lost 6 matches in the last 10 away games that they had so far. And the last away game they had saw them losing out by 5 goals to 0 against Trabzonspor on that occasion. Okay, and looking at the last time both teams met was actually 2 years ago. Adana Demirspor played from home and they won against the Gustip on that occasion by 7 goals to 0. But looking at the recent statistics, we know that Gustip actually had better record playing from home and recently doing very well. So we expect to see Gustip, the home side, to win out shortly in this one. That's all valid. Don't win. That's what we expect, okay? And that concludes our predictions for you today on Betcraft. I wish you the very best of luck and I hope you take it goes green. Also remember to play responsibly. It's our football matches, do not be greedy about it. Alright, that being said, tomorrow is another day and we'll be coming up on this very channel with our predictions. But until then, keep winning.